Hi friends, today's lesson is Module 1, Lesson 36. Our learning goal for today says, I can subtract from 10 by breaking it down into parts in different ways. Remember, we've been talking about different ways to subtract. Today we're going to look at how we can break a 10 apart, and how it's kind of the same but also different. Let me show you what I mean. So here's 10. Now very quickly, because of the way I colored them in, I can see my 5 groups. That's one way I could break apart a 10. So I can have 5 as a part, and then 5 would be another part. If I broke those apart, you could see I have 5 on one side and 5 on the other. So I could break 10s into groups of 5. I could also break 10 apart a different way. For example, I could say 6 plus 4 equals 10. So 6 could be a part, and 4 could be a part. What if I felt really wild and I started with 4? 4 plus 6 equals 10, so 4 could be a part, and 6 could be a part. I can break 10s apart in different ways as long as I still have 10 in the very end. Let me show you. So here's 10 beads. I had them sitting on my table, but I don't know if you know anything about me, but I'm very clumsy. So all of a sudden, they started falling on the floor. Oh no, come back, beads. Oh, for Pete's sake. Come on, stop falling. Phew. Okay, that's enough. So I had 10 and some fell on the floor. How many fell on the floor, friend? Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. So my subtraction sentence would be 10 minus 4. Now if I had 10 and 4 fell on the floor, how many are left? Yeah, perfect, 6. I could count that very quickly because I can see 5 plus 1 more would be 6. Now what if something different happened? What if I had 10, but oh man, I was having a really clumsy day, so a ton of them fell on the floor. Actually, 6 fell on the floor. What subtraction sentence would I say that talks about breaking apart 10 using the ones that fell on the floor? Yeah, I could say 10 minus 6 equals something. How many beads were left over after 6 fell on the floor? Perfect, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. A really fast way I could see that is, oh look it, one of my 5 groups is over here. I must just have 4 left. Now let's compare those two. If I have 10 minus 4 equals 6, and 10 minus 6 equals 4, watch what happens when I flip them around and stack them on top of each other. What do you notice about those black lines? Yeah, look it. Here's the part that shows 6 being taken away, and here's the part that shows 4 being taken away. If I were to slide that down, it would make up the remainder of 10. If I were to slide this up, it would make the remainder of 10. I can use what I know about 5 groups to help me figure out how many are left or how many more there still are. Like, I see 5 group plus 1, well that's 6. And here I see 5 group plus 1 more, so that must mean there are 4 left over there. When we break apart 10, we just want to make sure that in the end, there's still 10 there. We haven't added any or taken any away. We still have 10. All right, let's look at another way that we can break apart a 10. Here's my 10. Now, what's the part that I took away this time? Perfect, 3. 1, 2, 3. Now, if I took away 3 or I broke away those 3, what subtraction sentence could I write? Yes, I could. I could write 10 minus 3 equals. And if I did that, how many are left over? Perfect, 7. I see that quickly because I can say 5, 6, 7. Now, I took that same 10, I'm going to break it apart differently. This time, how many did I subtract? Yeah, this time I subtracted 7. I did 10 minus 7. Look at, I had 5 plus 2 more, well that's 7. So what's my other part that's left over? 3. What do you notice about these number sentences, friends? Yeah, I broke them apart in different ways, but the whole amount stays the same. The parts just flip around. They just take turns. Okay, our learning goal for today says I can subtract from 10 by breaking it down into parts in different ways. And that's exactly what we did. Remember, our whole amount doesn't change. We still always have 10, We just subtracted parts in different ways. Okay, friend, it's your turn. For your seesaw video, I want you to do 2 subtraction sentences. First, I want you to show me 10 minus 2. I want you to draw 10 and subtract 2, and then write the total amount that's left over. And your other picture, I want you to draw 10 again, this time subtract 8, and then find your answer for whatever's left over. Good luck showing how to break apart a 10 in different ways.